T side of Inferno, that is one tall order. MDS and Lollipop will pick up the AK-47. Speedak will save his AWP as well. Good a chance as any to close this one out. They have looked fantastic on Inferno so far. But Chad, you did say coming into this one, you expect them to win this map. Overall, Team Spirit still look like they have the better map pool.
Yeah, I do have a couple of worries right now for Team Spirit, where they look a bit janky, right? They don't look like they're playing off of each other very well, but I want to hold that comment until we see Dust 2 go down, because everything might click when they get into the more open spaces. It becomes a bit more like an aim map. We might see them starting to thrive. This
is the first time I've casted Nemiga. I have to say I'm impressed with Inferno. This is a good showing. As good as any you're likely to see at the top end of the scene in terms of their approach. And we will see Mia kick things off though. Opening frag against Joe this time. Smoke to be deployed. Give him a chance of holding things off. You can see he's got a nice little lineup to bounce it off the roof here.
How do they remember all this?
I know, this is what I was thinking as well. I was like, I can remember like 5 flashes of this bottom side of the map, but pretty impressive. As we see, Speedak still one away there through the smoke. Speaking of which, that's been deployed now towards spawn. Speedak will overstep the mark and bring us back into a 4 versus 3.
Spirit win this one. We've still got a few rounds left, that's for sure, because it will only be 1,400 as the loss bonus going into the next round, meaning Nemiga will have to go for another one of those ecos. So this round is very important for Nemiga.
I love it. So they smoke off B. They've already had 2 casualties B, and they just decide to hedge their bets towards the A side. The one person that can ruin all of this is Chopper if he was to push into B and call it clear. It seems he's actually joining the squad. This gamble from Nemiga has given them a chance in a round they otherwise probably wouldn't.
Yeah, you're dead on there. It's the AK-47 from MDS as well. He's got a full array of utility. Contact from Team Spirits. As soon as they see a player here, they'll hit the W buttons, and here we go. We're in. It's going to be Samda Young to try and crack open the A side here. Lollipop, fantastic work at the AK-47. Has he done enough here? It's Chopper who has to save the day. He can't do enough, and Nemiga will be picking up the first map out of this best of 3. It is going to be 16-9 Team Spirit. They're left wondering what the hell happened. Such a slow start from them. They're going to have to pull their socks up on Dust 2.
Passports, baby. Leave the rest in our troubled minds. Let us go down in laughter, baby. Trying to figure out what we're after. We're never heading back until we're older. We couldn't care no more, not any longer. Under peach yellow skies, we keep on searching, but we will never know what we're after. Searching, but we will never know what we're after. We're no kids no more. I need to feel alive in this dreadful town. I'm running out of time, and as long as you're mine,
Nemiga take the first map. It's Inferno, and it goes their way despite boasting just a 40% win rate on the map. It's up against Team Spirit, and that is quite the start to this CIS affair. We were just commentating it, so I don't know what extra insight we're going to be able to provide here at the desk, but we can be our clowns and put on our red noses and all of that good stuff.
I'm pretty good at sometimes giving Counter-Strike information that is in a little bit of a digestible form. So I'm going to do my best right here. And I want to say that Team Spirit on a map like Inferno, I don't think it leans towards their strengths. Now, if I'm going to start talking about strengths in Nemiga, I'll be talking out of my ass. But the strengths that I saw them bringing out here was poise under pressure, good executes, an individual of Lollipop 21K who looks like very, very serviceable.
He does.
And then the understanding of the map dynamic from players like MDS and SpeedAct, knowing when they need to take back territory. All of that was delivered to me, and I'm happy that that game went down in that fashion because it was a competitive match of CS, and we saw some good signs out of this team. But as Alex said, that's about it.
Yeah.
So I made some fun stuff. I did some fun stuff, guys. Now,
We like that.
We want to do some fun stuff. We're going to jump straight into it. I'm not going to mess around here at all. Now, yesterday, we got home, we finished, and this game, well, it was going on down. Fnatic versus Complexity here. Now, this is a 2-on-5 situation. Obo goes down. Now we have a 2-on-4.
It's workable, right? Complexity, you've pushed Fnatic. It's 14,
Look at the
14, 20 seconds. That death from Blame F, he's okay. You know, he's calling low sight, probably going to be a B plan.
Yeah, so now what? We've got a 2v3. Seems still pretty winnable, right? They're rotating down. They're all coming through the back vents in secret, so they don't have to deal with Brolin at ramps. They're smoked off, but this one still looks pretty winnable, right, Henry?
It certainly does. You think they've got this one under lock and key.
And they got
There is
util,
one-
smokes, kits. They got it all.
All right, so here they come. Crossfire set up. They can definitely still win this round. Brolin and Crims, they're ready. It is a nice crossfire. Nothing coming out of Decon. That's the first. Crims is going to go down. All right, Brolin, they should deal with him. They've got a smoke left. They have a kit. Everything's...
There it is.
Oh.
Through the smoke of the last one.
Okay, so before we play this, the score you can see 15-14. Everyone, we're happy with that? Now,
very
that's a
happy.
2v5 that they just lost.
Yeah.
Now we go into the final round. They're still battling. Their buy is still better. They got AWPs. They've got all this up. Golden is in a 1-on-4 situation. Let's see what happens, shall we? Let's see. There's surely no way the in-game leader with only 10 kills can win a 1-on-4.
I assume not. There should be no way.
No way in the world. But he gets the first. He's going to get the bomb
God.
down.
This second angle, I want to say, by the way, is just so spicy. When you go back from this plant and you just get that tip of the head. Oh, what a shot.
So he still should lose, right? He's stuck. He's in the door. They have a smoke. They can actually do... Oh, okay.
Oh, pushing to get it and then disappearing again. This is impressive as well. Waiting in the smoke for the sound cue, knows he's got to get on that fake and swings out immediately on their sound
And
cue.
then they lose the map. So for those people who weren't too familiar with how that whole series went down, that was the map pick of Complexity. That was the first map of the series. You would think going into the next map, Inferno, Fnatic's home map, they probably just blow them out the water. Imagine if it was us. Could you imagine how tilted we would be?
Yeah.
We wouldn't even put up a fight. We might even consider conceding. You know what happened on Inferno? They took that to overtime, 19-16. Blame F even won a 1-on-4 clutch, and they still lost. They got 2-0'd right there. So my heart, it bleeds for Complexity because that's a rough way to go.
Yeah, it's definitely a rough one, but I guess still promising for them. The fact
Yes.
they made it so close, and that arguably should have been their map in the first if they won those clutches, but obviously they didn't. So yeah, they'll be very frustrated with it, but still, it shows promising signs of the team in general.
Yeah, still a better love story than Twilight or something
Yeah.
along those lines.
Yeah.
That's an old meme.
It's a very
Were
old
we calling
meme.
it memes
Was
back then?
Was it a
Original
meme
meme.
back then?
Might have just been
Probably.
a joke.
Probably just the dawn of the meme, I think. The internet was kind of when Twilight was blowing up all over the place. Jacob, Team Jacob all the way. What's he doing now? Nothing, actually. What's his name? Taylor Lautner?
He's going to be
Haven't heard that
Batman.
name in a while. Is he?
I think so.
Taylor Lautner. Is
Oh,
gonna
no,
be
wait. The other guy. Who was the vampire dude?
Edward, what's the actor guy?
Well, Edward Cullen's right. But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's going to be...
How do I know the
is he gonna
character
be-
and not the actor? That's more embarrassing, I think.
Anyway, we can't talk about Batman. It's copyrighted. That's why it's the rat phone. So
Yes, the
it is
rat phone.
the rat
We have
phone.
the rat phone, and we are going to go ahead and throw this one to a break. Because coming up after it, we do have that second map. We're venturing into Dust 2 next, and whether or not it will be a close affair remains to be seen. Nemiga 1-0 up. Let's see if they can close it in 2.
get by Nemiga.
Diver's a god!
Gotta hit this. On the ramp though. He knows he's there.
Son intelligence de jeu, même quand il avait 6-7 ans, c'était assez incroyable.
Donc au début, on était meilleur que lui.
Je pense qu'il a, c'est à partir de ses 14 ou 15 ans qu'il a commencé à être meilleur.
Au début, quand il perdait, c'était un très mauvais perdant. Hein.
Oui, je me souviens très bien qu'il cassait beaucoup de souris.
Everybody loves an underdog. Who needs to be liked?
Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. Victory in a can.
Last year, we took 2 lucky winners on a trip to Berlin and gave them the experience of a lifetime. This year, we can take you for a trip to Rio. Take part in a series of GG.bet contests for a chance to win awesome prizes and a trip to Rio. See details on the website.
Steady hands, just stay close, stick to the plan. I hear them coming, I hear them coming, and I'm ready as I'll ever be. I hear them coming, I hear them coming down, and I'm ready as I'll ever be. Don't give up, don't give in, don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin when they hear this sound. Don't give up, don't give in before they catch the gun. I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. This is it, this is not a drill. Hold nothing back, it's sure to kill. In this leap of faith that you're in me too. You stand alone, but I'll watch over you. The clock is ticking, the clock is ticking. A single second could mean everything. Time is running, the time is running out. Don't give up, don't give in, don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin when they hear this sound. Don't give up, don't give in before they catch the gun. I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. Now's your time to shine. Make it count. Honor our sacrifice. And now this is your last chance.
I was born like a fire in the eye of a hurricane. Always told, stay in line, be alright, better play it safe. I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back.
ESL 1 Road to Rio is brought to you in part by Intel, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GG.bet.
Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire.
back in the action with Dust 2, our second map for ESL 1's Road to Rio. And we did just talk a little bit about the first, also talking about the heartbreaking loss of Complexity at 2-0 versus Fnatic yesterday. But we're focused now on the CIS. And in the group, we do see Spirit still holding that top spot, but could be questioned. At least their 4-0 run will be questioned.
Absolutely.
Dust 2, guys. We've got a bit of an aim map now for the CIS.
Yeah,
squads.
and it's not necessarily a bad map for Nemiga either. They haven't had the best results as of late, but in terms of what we've seen so far, I'm very confident they can actually deliver here, Chad.
One of the bigger problems I see for them is somebody like iDisbalance, who only had 14 kills in that first map, can really turn it on when we get to a map like Dust 2. So it's not going to be easy for Nemiga if they want to pick up a 2-0 here today. They're going to have done their homework. They must have known that this map was going to get picked from Team Spirit, and I'm hoping here that we can see another very comprehensive level of Counter-Strike, right? Because they didn't look flustered, and that's one of the main things which I want to see continue here going into the second map. If they can keep that level head, if their strats look good, and they're not getting, juked around in these mid rounds and losing silly frags, then things could be on for a 2-0. But all what I just said is what Spirit are going to do. They're going to be aggressive. They're going to be fighting. They're going to be playing around the smokes. That is going to be much harder to mitigate on a map like Dust 2.
Yeah, we need to see them avoid the 7-1 deficits as well to kick things off. I think they need a strong start here, get the resources early. We saw them towards the end of their first half as well. Once they got the orbs out, the M4s and utility, they actually looked a lot more confident. We started seeing them with their aggressive techniques and stuff we didn't see in the early deficit. So if they get a good start, I think they should be absolutely fine.
I'm going to go with Spirit taking us to a third, if you wanted me to put a bit of a prediction on it. So yeah, and I think they'll win on the third if we go that far. But yeah, I'm going to say 100% locked in for Nuke.
You're really expecting
I did a Jason Mozo to 100%.
The 100%. It's rare to see it, but yeah, it does make sense. I can understand where you're coming from in terms of anticipating a third map. This is where if Team Spirit's aggressions, if their cheeky tricks get away with it here a lot more on the second map, we could very well be seeing a third. And so that's the analysis done. The sound means just one thing. We're heading into the server. Let's get into it. It is map 2, Dust 2, and we're waiting to see exactly what Nemiga can do. Yes, Inferno was theirs, and it did get converted in a rather convincing fashion, but Spirit, there's a reason they're 4-0. Let's see if they can flex it into the first pistol.
Let's get into the action then. It will be Team Spirit going for that long approach here. Speed out to defend, but the flashbang is spot on. He'll be sent packing. All 5 players committing to this position as Chopper. He's in the anti-flash spot right now, ready for the retake from the CTs here as they explore the options towards short. No one pushing up a B just yet, as iDisbalance will make himself known. Speed out will spot him out and call for some backup here. Probably a boost in towards the A site, I'd imagine.
Hugging that close wall. If he goes any further, he's going to be met by a lot. So smokes are flying in. Speedak, it looks like he wants to challenge this. Here's the steps, nose are crossing. He wants to focus on those that have yet to cross, and it worked well for the first. 2 frags exchanged for either side. Box can boost, and he will.
Oh, they haven't got the bomb down on this cross so far, so it's going to be a little bit tricky now. As a footstep is made, they're going to be aware that 2 players are towards CT spawn. Some they're young towards the A ramp. He's got the bomb on his back here. Still the 3-on-3 as he claims the bomb site here. Confirms that no one's there. Goes for a very defensive plan. It's a fake. Just want to see if that forces commitment here from the CTs, and it does not. So he will plant the bomb now. Kid available for box, and they need a quick kill.
Yeah, so too long. It's a perfect after plan. Of course, an issue if his teammates on the site go down. Disbalance will not be able to contest it. He's gone down, and the shots from Lollipop are fantastic. You chose the right POV there, Rush. My God, Lollipop hits 2 spectacular shots on a dime.
Was this player on your radar coming into this game, Chad?
He's the name that would stick out the most in terms of the Nemiga roster for a lot of people at home, maybe other than Speedak due to that Dream Eaters kind of stint that he did have there. But Lollipop, right, I did speak about him being in Flipside, and if you remember Flipside, well, that's where some of the greats have come from the CIS region, and that's all because they got to go through Blade and his system and teaching them how to play Counter-Strike. So if Lollipop even got a little bit of the Blade in him, then that's why, with the mechanical ability and the understanding of Counter-Strike to that level, that's a recipe for success.
Well, he'll be looking to create an incision here in round number 2. We have got the scouts out, the force buy from Team Spirit. We said if they won the pistol on Dust 2, they should be absolutely fine. They didn't do that, but the second round is still up for grabs here. They'll be pushing through towards City Spawn. That's a guaranteed frag towards box. Only had the MP9. Impossible position for him. Amir will open things up here. It's going to be Magic so. Defending the long push. Good position for it. A little bit of damage inflicted. They'll have to fall back now.
Wow, look at that reaction from Joe. He sees the CT smoke, sees the Molotov, but realizes there's nothing coming. And he wants to just confirm mid-clear so the A players can prepare. Perhaps even the B players start considering somewhat of a move. They won't now, though, because there's flashes tons. That's thrown by Chopper. He's trying to keep the players respectful. That's Lollipop, who actually is disrespecting that. He's straight out of the site. They'll throw a smoke tons and start the rotate. They've read this. They know where it's going to finish up, and here they come.
2 MP9s.
Oh, it could actually be something, you know. This kill is everything, and he's going to find two of them, the MP9. Now they don't have any utility. Remember, there's still a player towards Goose who gets another kill. The MP9 here, so much damage being pumped out. This is looking fantastic now. 3 versus 2. Mir down to 20 points of health, 30 seconds remaining. And Lollipop still alive and looking dangerous here. He's coming in for the flank from shore. They are running out of time and space. The MP9s just completely dismantled their approach. They are locked in. The FAMAS confirms it. The bomb goes down, and now just Chopper with a Desert Eagle. It was looking so good for them. They had all the advantage they could ask for, and it will be Lollipop to confirm the victory here. Huge round for Nemiga to pick up, 2-0, and a full eco for Spirit now. They didn't even get a plant.
That is wild that they were able to do so much damage. Well, not they, that Speedak was able to stop them with an MP9
He dueled
from the
an AK
site.
on site, the common pre-aim spot, and he duels an AK to the conversion. Let's see this one again. First is great. This is on Some Die Young, just over the edge of the smoke. I'm actually so glad we turned the X-ray off for that replay, because I had no idea just how much the smoke was obscuring Some Die Young. He was practically entirely hidden there.
That's a very good smoke that we talk about. That's one of the avant-garde smokes for the A execute. Well, now with this full eco, it's just going to be fast up cat, one flash, and let's see if they can plan.
Yeah, just want to get the bomb down here for extra cash. Even if they get it down, it's not the end of the world. But if you got no helmet, this could actually spiral. The missed grenade as well. They won't claim the AWP here, but still, this wasn't part of the script. They weren't expecting to lose the AWP in that sort of fashion, so the bomb goes down. There is a chance they win this, even with just pistols, no armor. It will be unlikely, but with that opening kill, there is a chance.
Yeah, Nade could have done a lot more, but it still takes 95 damage off of Some Die Young.
Well, they're all going long. This is great.
Yeah, that's perfect. They can walk and take the site. They can't believe
One
their luck.
incendiary, they win the round.
A smoke works too. Wow, this is actually a very calm and well-handled retake. Disbalance is getting sent back into the smoke. They can get MDS on it with a kit. They just put the suppressing fire down, and Bob's your uncle. That's 3-0. Well played, actually. I mean, Team Spirit getting the bomb down, effective, but they've also got 3 kills at the end of that one. That's more than they could have expected.
Well, they didn't get any weapons for it, so it doesn't help them out too much, but it certainly keeps Nemiga modest, but their investments will still have to come through on the Team Spirit side. Luckily, they did get the bomb down, though, so extra cash coming forward. They got maximum loss bonus after this round. Chopper getting that kill towards Lollipop, but they've got so much money on the CT side. They'll have a full buy themselves. Orb for Speedak, 3-0 found on the CT side of Dust 2, which is considered to be a very T-sided map, and a fast approach towards shore. A boost up. Box is ready for this. Nails the first kill. Going for a second as well. Maybe outstaying as well. Come down to 7 HP. Magix will be giving them the lead. 4 versus 3 now.
That was quick fire. I disbalanced there to take down Speedak. This push could be everything, though. If he gets away with this, if I disbalance turns away as Lollipop decides to push, he's basically won them the round here. Thinking better of it. But maybe there will be a signal if the T's do start to make a little bit too much noise elsewhere on the map.
Yeah, I actually really don't hate the CT setup for the 3 remaining players. They've got Joe, who's going to be playing with the AWP on B, but Disbalance, he's missed his shot. He waited so long for that one.
You can't miss those.
You can't. That's a lock-in kill. That's the most standard frag you're going to find there for an AWP. You're watching a position. You know he's going to push, and now they're committing toward the day. Magix is done for. There has to be a trade here for Mir. Not going to happen. The bomb goes down, and it's a 3 versus 1 now. Looking very likely for a 4-0, but 50 seconds remain. Chopper does pull a kill back. He has got the Molotov and a flashbang starting to head towards long. He can grab a weapon here, but it's not looking good. He'll come in from long, and then at that point, they'll both be aware of his position. He can't really justify walking up, but the shot is fantastic there.
Bye.
He'll be changing position back towards long double doors for now, but he's still got such a mission ahead of him. 25 seconds now. Hasn't got the bomb. Needs to go towards the A site, and he'll have no time really to do much with this. Could have to make a lot of noise and hope for the best.
Joe's like, oh, okay, so you're coming from short, he can hear him, and the timing's perfect. Chopper, he's the best with a bad situation. Perhaps he was hoping Joe had pushed long to hunt him down, but with the bomb on the site, it was a very poor deck of cards he was dealt.
He did great to really limit the economy growing from Nemiga, right? Normally with a 4-0, you'd be expecting them to have a full...
Did he tag him? He didn't even.
It's just, yeah. That's the left eye peak, and he's just crouched under it, so Lollipop did win the round, really.
Yeah,
That frag,
he
it wasn't him actually closing it out, but that kill opened the door.
So they have maximum loss bonus now. They go for a B rush here. I don't mind it, to be honest with you, but Lollipop will be able to shut this all down. Doesn't get anything here, and it's going to be a round for Team Spirit. Just a B rush. They weren't ready for it. No incendiaries thrown. They went for the smoke instead. You can see they were caught off guard, and that could actually send them packing here. The money's not great on the CT side.
Yeah.
Simple stuff, isn't it?
That's
straight up B rush.
That's how Dust 2 rounds can end, which is why it sometimes can feel rather drawn out, as they now spend 40 seconds just watching 3 CTs hold on to their weapons. But whether or not they do is a different question. You're bang on. It did look like Mir was considering it. Thinks better of the long push, and his teammates Magix and Disbalance were all too aware of where the CTs are going to be hunkered down. Oh, those crossed blue lines. It's a death for anyone that dares walk through them. So I'll just leave it like that.
So that's not bad. Team Spirit happy to get the first round on the board. Nemiga happy that they get to hold on to 3 rifles. The AWP in the hands of Speedak could be absolutely instrumental going forward. There's enough money here to make some form of a buy work. I've already seen MDS drop over an MP9. Lollipop will pick that one up. Now it's just Joe. How is he going to deal with this one? Must be a gun on the floor for him somewhere, or an upgraded pistol at least, as he's more armor and a little bit of utility. Famous it is. This is still very serviceable for Nemiga. Let's see if Team Spirit want to keep up this fast pace.
Let's have a look. MP9s are out and about. The scout for Idis Balance, and we're sending 2 players in towards B. No smoke down. And we will see them flash in towards the B bomb side again. Lollipop this time with the SMG. SMG now towards B, the HE and lower. No damage inflicted, so it's more of a default spread. From Team Spirit, they'll be focusing towards shore. They'll have options go back to a B split through middle. And you can see them now preparing for that. It's going to be Box with the AK-47 jumping up towards the CT spawn area.
That bomb being way back with Magix on long is rather indicative as to how this one's going to go. Expect a long one. There's a CT smoke, and there's one left, actually. Joe's the only one with it. Won't get them too much further. It looks like he's actually chosen to deploy his towards B. So no more nades to hold them back. Spirit, they've got 60 seconds to choose their target.
Well, it's going to be A by the looks of things. That lineup towards shore from Mir suggests he's going for the catwalk and avant-garde smoke afterwards. And the CT spawn the second, so will they commit off this? Actually going for a mid-play by the looks of things. So they actually fall back, and this is getting awkward now as Box will get the first. Mir goes down, and now the mid-split will come through. He lines them up. Only good for one, though. Back to a 3-on-3, so now a lot of pressure towards Joe.
Oh, that frag was everything from Lollipop. He does good damage, but not enough to convert if Speedak was to hit the flick, but already the bomb across.
This is a hard round to win.
Yeah, another one. A B retake just so difficult. Disbalance is spotted. If he goes down, he does not, though. And so now more of a case of Speedak preserving his AWP.
Yeah, not really much can be done here, unfortunately, for Nemiga. They force-board into this one, and they'll save the AWP, but 3 survive on Team Spirit. After losing the first pick there, it was Mia jumping down towards CT spawn. A bit of an A fake there. We saw the double smokes come through, and then the B split commitment. There's another player taken down, and they are going to force Eastern and actually try and chase this one. Their money is okay on the T side. They're going to get $3,500 on top of what they have right now for winning this round, virtue of Explosion. And there's the kill. Huge one to find. They remove the orb, pick it up for themselves, and they'll actually have the AWP on the T side now, and it should be the full eco for Nemiga. In terms of their loss bonus, to get $2,400 in the next round. So with 2K, this is like full eco territory. Maybe a smoke towards middle, nade long, something like that. But well handled from Idis Balance. That was a very crucial kill.
Felt like that crossfire was enough. As soon as they were coming out mid doors, all 3 individuals looked like they were lined up. Potentially the Famous at range, playing a little bit of an issue there. And well, now we will just see some upgraded pistols. HE, smoke, nothing too crazy. And right now is where you would expect Team Spirit to be able to take over the game. They should start pushing their weight around, and that's a good way to do it. Fast out long, we'll find Speedak top of A, and the rest of his teammates are barreling on behind him here.
Yeah, Mir's doing it all. Lovely work from him, just exploiting the weaknesses of his opponents. He knew they'd be low, and oh, actually, he's low now too. The spray through the smoke. Oh, it worked for Box Dink, but not enough.
Well, just 2 players remaining here. It looks like a foregone conclusion for the Team Spirit boys. Money is going to be out of control. Another $3,500 coming in. Joe and Lollipop to sit in towards the B bomb site. There's no real reason to hunt him. Just get some target practice here, see if they can get the wall banks through. You don't want to be giving up an AK-47 in this particular scenario. There's nothing to gain, everything to lose. So just see what you can do with the shots towards window. Probably won't go any further than this.
So it should be another eco from Nemiga in the next round because they will only get the 2,400 loss bonus. That's why you've seen them smoke the doors and try and hold on to these light pistols. There's no way they should buy with this. It's 3,300 on MDS. You've got 42 on
They like
Box.
the MP9s.
They really should save. They should take another save.
They love an SMG on this team. I agree with you. I think a partial buy with the lead still in their favor is the only option, in my opinion. So we'll see. There it is. PT50s, armor for MDS as well. Deagle's being brought forward, but these rounds are a little bit dangerous. You can get basic utility to go with it. So Box with $4,000 only gets a flashbang. So there's a smoke towards middle, and you normally see some sort of a stack here. As I mentioned, the double HEs towards long makes a lot of sense. If a flashbang comes over, they'll probably dump in those HEs, but only the one flash thrown. They'll think better of it and hold on to the grenades as we go to another B contact play, just Lollipop to defend.
Okay, Lollipop needs one, and he does manage to land it, but jumping down, it was a chance onto Mir. Down to 45, it's functional. Just those pistols, and a double HE for the retake. It's maybe going to be paired together for that plant spot.
The nade could be good.
Oh! Yeah, yikes, Magic's down to 21, but unless Speedak can finish it off with the push through the smoke, ooh, this is being watched. God, this is a disaster. You can't really do much more than wait.
They've still got a flashbang here as well. They're going to commit that any second. It goes over, but very well done by Mir. He was actually in an anti-flash position, just trying to cover his teammates, and it looks like they've handled the round well. There's going to be the penultimate kill found, and just Box remaining, and he does get the kill towards Magic, so not all is lost. A couple of kills found, and here we go then. Probably a double orb setup, I'd imagine, here on the CT side, just to mix things up. You've given up 4 rounds in a row now, so we'll see if that is brought forward. There's the 2 orbs. So Speedak and Joe, we haven't seen the latter with the AWP as of yet, so interested to see what he can do with his performance. Round 9, Team Spirit 4 in a row.
So he'll be taking that over to the B site for his B defensive responsibilities. A smoke to enable him to get across. And a 4-man stack towards the A site to start it off. They're going to be fighting on long. It's the right call indeed. Some Dayong, he's going to have to surely go down eventually. MDS catches him, and that early aggression has been shut down.
The molly's late from Box. They're going to be on A.
Look how fast they are. Speedak's not expecting this at all. They could swing into him. They have no idea. Now they will. Flashed off. Gonna have to play retake from long. MDS cannot catch a break. He can catch a flash though. He's done that multiple times. 5 versus 4 as the retake begins.
And a double orb setup on this retake as well. Things do not look good for them. Opening kill found for Nemiga, but still this could be a difficult one here. They have got the kit, a couple of smokes available. They need to start finding kills right here, right now.
Easiest frag of his life. Good trade from MDS. If he gets another, we're on. And we are. Now he's taken down another prong of the assault. Magic's on CT. If he can just take down Disbalance, they could defuse. MDS knows it. Leaping into the Disbalance AWP, but he catches him all the same.
There was such a good chance there. Once Magic's made himself known towards CT spawn, they could get that kill at Gandalf, maybe go for the full defuse there, but of course, Disbalance plucks him out of the air, even with the best movement he could possibly ask for. Bounces round with the bunny hop, not quite enough, and it will be Team Spirit posting 5 in a row now. Maximum loss bonus for Nemiga. Desert Eagles, 5-7s, a few HE grenades that presumably smoke the middle doors here, and maybe go for the nades towards long once more.
They landed. It looks good in the practice. Just need to make sure someone's on the other end next time round.
Shot. It's going to be Mir with a couple here. 5 on 2. Vox and Lollipop will have not much to say about this one, just a question as to whether they get any kills whatsoever. You can see Mir on a bit of a tear right now, wants to shut down this approach. Very disciplined from Magix as well, still holding the car. In this particular scenario, should be destined for at least 1 kill.
He does catch him through the door. The hole's still smoking from his bullets. And they know where he is as well. It seems like they're going to hunt down Box. He'll do his hardest, he'll do his mightiest, but caught through the doors.
I don't know about you, Henry. I hated being the outside long anchor on the defaults.
I used to do that
So
as well,
boring.
but I used to just really put my own flair on it. I was like, tell people I'd be super passive every
And
round,
you were pushing.
but I'd still be dropping my smoke, sneaking out, have a little look. Just if I survived, I wouldn't say anything. If I got a kill, it's like, oh yeah, he pushed. I got him.
He pushed.
I always got the kill as well. That was my job.
The thing is, back in the day, Alex, we weren't going back and reviewing the VODs as a team. No one was doing any of that nonsense. These days, obviously, any mistake you make, well, we're going to find out.
Public knowledge, for sure. And the double orb continues here for Nemiga. And the opening kill is there. But surely a trade comes forward. It does not. It's going to be a couple of kills now for Nemiga as they have the lead. Giving up 6 rounds in a row. This will be
molly.
their 5th, and it is a fantastic molly. A better shot as well. Box guarantees the round here. Damage inflicted towards Chopper and a little bit towards Idis Balance as well. So they're both in towards lower B, and presumably will be saving. He got $16,000 for Idis Balance here. So they're going to go for it. There's no point saving, really. You can't get any extra money compared to what they have right now. And their CTs have already got a double orb setup. So might as well see what you can do with this one. See if any damage can be inflicted.
They will continue to search around the map as individuals here just looking for kills.
Why not, right?
Yeah, it's almost like playing Where's Wally? Just going to run around, see if they can land the bullet on the head.
You guys call it Wally as well. In America, they call it Where's Waldo.
Yeah, I don't know why America had to change all of our good stuff.
They change all the things so that it's their own, and then they can call it their own.
I know with the words, for example, I know like for color, for example, and those bits and pieces, they removed the U to save with printing in newspapers. So that was more
That's very frugal of them.
Yeah. So because each like letter, and then you think you have to print that a bazillion times. So they did that with those. Apparently.
And they're saying it color anyway, so they don't really need the U.
And they don't like the S, do they? They prefer a Z.
Z, yes, that's right.
Realize.
Exactly.
It's fun though. It's good. It's like having, I guess it's a brother of ours.
They call out others though for not using the same.
Oh yeah,
no, but that's because a lot of Americans don't know there's a world outside of America, and so they live in this kind of illusion.
In the cards, on the cards. Bloody hell! This is Idis Balance now with 1 second left. If he dies after the time,
well, he's
stuck with 16k.
Oh,
damn it!
He won't get any extra money.
No extra money.
You're screwed now. You've only got max money to drop out anything you desire.
I bet they're hyped about that as well. Oh, we got him off the time. Nice job, guys. That was huge. And yeah, he actually can't get any more money. Jokes aside, 16k is the absolute limit. So of course they're going to see what's available to them. And if you go after the timer, they won't necessarily expect you. Maybe that's why I did that. So a single orb setup this time for Nemiga. AK-47s have been found in pairs as well for Joe and Lollipop, and the long take will be coming through. Nemiga have been preparing for this, we know that, but they don't challenge this time. Flashbang is very good. Smoke from Kara as well, just to give a safe cross to box.
Yeah, Idis Balance was very brave there. Okay. Ouch. MDS needs to be very careful as he walks on the edge of that wall. If he was to fall to spawn, doesn't want to take any more damage. He thinks better of the cap position. He's going back towards long. He can anchor down now. If he sits in pit or he plonks himself down, he should be able to still get away with one in surprise. The problem is he has a bit of utility. A Molotov, a flash, and a nade. He won't be as versatile to be using that within these early stages, and that's applied a lot more pressure on the mid to B defense, as well as Speedak here on Cat.
Yikes, he's got a lot of work to do here. Trying to force him off the line, and Chopper does so effectively. A couple of jiggles and a flashbang. Does mean Speedak has to forego that part of the map. Utility-wise, they are on their last legs.
45 seconds here. Team Spirit do have the 3 smokes. The flashbangs required. We know their executions can be strong. There's plenty of different variations of this particular strategy. Probably about 5 or 6 of them. And we'll see the smokes deployed now. One towards CT spawn, one towards short. We saw this before. And this is for the cross this time, so it won't be a drop-down setup. And the CTs are going for a retake play. You can see them focusing towards long doors, allowing them to plant the bomb. And with the low HP here, I'm not sure this is going to work out for them. Looks way too good for Team Spirit.
Way too good. The CTs, though, clearing out long doors, it's actually really nice just to kind of make sure they can flush out. They really want to find him. Look how far they're going for it. They knew there'd be one. Now all they have to focus on is the site.
Beautiful flash, I have to say. That really is quite impressive. It covers so many options. Top and middle, Xbox, short, lower, and Mir will pull one back here. They've got the bomb at about halfway, and I would say you're probably considering saving now with the CTs.
They can't get up long. There's no way. The bomb's already more than half ticked here. That was unfortunate that MDS taking so much damage to that grenades forced them to play a retake setup, right? And there's no way Team Spirit are even aware that those nades are the reason that they've gone for that kind of a play. They just think that they called the perfect round. So Ooh, 7 on the board for Team Spirit here. They're looking good. I know when we get onto the CT side, that's when I expect them to throw the wall even stronger. Like, Idisbarn's going to re-pick for kills. You're going to have Chopper just running around like an absolute madman, just going for frags. So Nemiga, they need to get one more round on the board here to go into the next half with confidence, I would say.
Well, they'll take a tactical timeout for now to assess their options. They do save the 2 rifles in the AWP, and they can drop a couple of weapons here to plug the holes, as it were. But it certainly won't be the best of buys. We are going to have a couple of compromises, I'm sure. It's only in grenades, though. They actually have defuse kits and speed act, anyone feeling the burn. So they got one more healthy approach here as we come into the final stages of this first half. And will be plenty of money for Team Spirit. I don't think they'll be eco for the rest of this half, to be honest with you. Chopper still with 8K, Magic's and Idisbalance with 10,000 between them. So excellent stuff in that department. And we'll see the single off for Speedak, who again, Chad, doesn't seem to be firing off.
He's not in aggressive positions to do so, right? He's just playing as a serviceable AWPer as you would want. All right, mate, we want you to take this line.
Hold short.
If you get flashed off, drop back to this line, move back to this line. And he's doing that. The problem is they need to find some openings here. They need to get something going for them in the early stages. Once again, they have individuals over towards Cat and under the guise of the AWP. They crouch and over the top they go. Mir was so quick.
That was so spicy from Mir, and he's actually not going to stop. He's decided he's just going to win this round. He's done a couple of them, this time against a full buy. He just charges out through the underpass. Perfect knowledge of where he's going to be peeked from, crouches under the crosshair, and then finds the frag, just aggressing on the overextended AWP. He's going to get another one here. Joe, rather.
I like J.O.
J.O.
That's cool. It's got a bit of a ring to it.
It does, actually.
J-Lo's sister.
So the execution looking likely still, but they don't have to commit to this. You can see they've got 2 players towards lower and outside long, so we'll see what their final approach will be. Again, the A side completely open business. I just keep hammering this play home. If you're getting the bomb down consistently, post plans of AK-47s are quite a tantalizing prospect.
Yep, once again, nobody's home, no issues, and just 2 frags is all it takes. Box goes down in middle, Speedak goes down on short, and there you have it, folks.
They don't look clunky, though, like they did on Inferno, right? Inferno, there was a lot of indecision, or when they were going in, it was through smokes. Here on a map like Dust 2, they can get that freedom that they're looking for. They're the ones dictating the pace of this game. They're deciding where they want to take the attack early. And things are looking very good as 8 will be posted on the board in roughly 20 seconds time. The other 3 individuals, Joe, MDS, and Lollipop, will do their absolute best to hold on to those rifles. And it looks like they will be granted that as all 4 individuals. The Spirit scamper out short. Things are good here for the Spirit camp.
What a resurgence this is for Team Spirit. Imagine if they won the pistol as well. It was, what, 4-0 for Nemiga Gaming, and they've only got 1 round since, 1 single gun round. Remember, they got that 4th round by winning with the MP9s. This stage, though, it looks like Team Spirit are destined for a 3rd map. Beautiful work in from here. Great movement to get it towards that spot, and a fantastic shot at spawn as well. Just absolutely hammering them there. As we get to round number 14, money's still okay for Nemiga. They're just limping into these rounds, as I have no AWP this time, and a great B spawn for Team Spirit. We know that B rush can be powerful, but the AWP at the front of the pack, probably not going to happen.
If you've got an aggro move, Nemiga, now would be the time to pull it on out. Unfortunately, they've gone with the 4-man A lean yet again, and oh, it's probably just going to be the B pounce right here. A flash early. They're going to set up behind this, ready to pounce on through with Idisbalance covering over the top with that AWP. 1 smoke, that's all it took. Didn't want to go through that one, it seems.
Well, thinking better of it, they can still get themselves back in towards a default, and it looks to be maybe a B split. 3 players up toward those double doors right now, and Speedak, who has been having a very slow game by his standards, it's down to the M4 this time. He holds onto the HE for now. They will do no damage. Not looking his usual self here, and there's still plenty of time for Team Spirit. Idisbalance just watching for the cross right now. Anyone who wants to get information towards middle will be greeted by him. This boost can work out, but it does look a bit clunky right now. Nemiga finally get him up, and it's a pre-fire spot. You see Molotovs beneath him as well. It's a difficult one to make it work. Another one of those spots we talk about, the meta coming full circle. It used to be fantastic about 4 years ago. Now, not really viable, in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot less of those mid-splits, and if they are, there's pre-fires and Molotovs, as you've already outlined. So the EA smokes, you know them. We all do. You see these almost every round on the T side of Dust 2, 1 just for the cross.
30 seconds, though, so Nemiga have got 1 advantage in that sense.
Yeah, and if Box was to just catch 1 under the first push of the smoke, that's a bit too aggressive, and it costs him. That's an important frag to win, and MDS can't do it. Mir needs to be shut down and is. Now Lollipop needs a lot more, and a spectacular shot onto Sum Dai Young. It seems the CTs have got some life in them. Still, Lollipop has another chance, but caught in movement. Magix can still dominate this round, and he's got a good shot to do so. Speedak goes down to Jay. Or rather, Joe. He's already tagged up Magix and can finish off the job. Damn, that's Lollipop and Joe all combined into a 6th round.
Well, he'll go and scavenge whatever he can at this point. Money is a massive problem for Nemiga, but they do win the round. It should have been a bit cleaner than that, to be honest with you, but they'll take it. Only one player surviving means they're going to have a massive disadvantage going into the final round of this first half. Look at the money for Team Spirit. They can bring out auto snipers, Chad. They might even get 5 of them. Go for the quick kill at the start. They've got 16k on 3 players. Why not? Come on, give us an auto sniper. It's the Gunner 2020.
It is apparently the Gunner 2020.
You get nothing. You get no fun
Come on,
stuff.
there's got to be at least one.
SDY said, you know, even though we said it's a breeze so far, they're touring everybody, it's not easy. So he's not going to take his foot off the gas right here, Henry. That was the first map they have lost in the road to Rio.
I feel like this tactical timeout, they're going to discuss it and say, guys, you seen all this cash we got? We're not spending it. Should we just have a little go at the auto snipers here? Maybe get a few orbs out? It's been a while since Dust 2. We've seen his opening picks. It is a lot of fun. Here's Lollipop, though.
This second shot.
I don't know how he has to hit this shot. They don't win this round unless he hits that particular kill. That's kind of mad. Like, they still just about got over the finish line with this one. You can see it was a low HP. He had, what, a 10 on Magix there. So it would take a bit of a miracle for him to win the round, but still wasn't comfortable for the CTs. But they do get a double orb setup to try and close things out here once again.
Henry, I think Mir is going to be...
oh, now then.
It is going to be giving you what you want. I can see it on the floor.
I love
Chopper's looking at it. Mir is...
it's not being used.
Oh.
Come on, boys.
That was a bit of a tease.
It really was. So the flashbang's been deployed towards long here. We are going to have a fantastic spray from Lollipop. It yields him 1 kill. The incendiary will deny access from further terrorists at this point as well. So he'll get the AK-47. He sends him packing back into a default here. So well done by Lollipop.
Sum Dai Young was the winning frag he got in the round before as well. Box under some scrutiny in middle. He'll be able to get the smoke to at least keep it disbalanced busy. Back towards B for the final round of the first half, second map, the first series today. Charging into what will be the domain of Joe. We haven't seen his AWP too much.
Well, he's been out-AWPed.
Set up for it. They're hugging that close wall, and he can just adjust perfectly. Not going to get the second. Magix was ready, and this is a real important frag. He gets both of them. Nothing Disbalance can do now. Maybe a plan. That's about at most what he's going to get out of this one.
Well, let's have a look. The Molotov down towards the window. If he can find a smoke for the double doors, he could be onto something. But the AWP just needs to get that bomb planted, but that's behind him right now, looking for the kill. It doesn't look bad, but it will be speed at to close out this first half. We split it right down the middle, boys. Good performances early on from Nemiga, but Team Spirit show us why this is their pick. An exciting finish is yet to come, but we're going to take a break for now.
Past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. up all night. It'll take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise.
Какая следующая игра? А я не знаю. Кто спрашивает? Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what
Road to Rio continues for Team Spirit and Nemiga. It's our second map, and Dust 2, my goodness, did Team Spirit awaken Mir as he's found himself 140 ATR already in this second map. Does look like it could be destined for a third. Chad is convinced, he even said 100%. And we often say, you know, hedge your bets, go 99. But he did, he's put the full 100, and we're going to be getting into this one, and it seems like we should be going into game.
The script reads we will be getting to the second half momentarily, which we will. It is going to be Nemiga now on the T side. We got the two smokes here. And now most of the CIS teams, Chad, forgive me if I'm wrong, I would say they are focusing long a lot on these pistol rounds, maybe following suit from Na'Vi, but a lot of them seem to have a similar tendencies.
Yeah, and when watching these tendencies coming on through, we're kind of getting an idea of why Na'Vi may be running, and especially somebody like Boomich, who you know, was closely tied to this scene not long ago. So out long they barrel, they're getting through for free. They're just going to go fast. This is a change up.
Yeah, so not even deploying the smokes. Oh, they actually have from their commitment to the double doors here. This is very impressive, but Idis Balance, good position to get a couple of kills here. Doesn't find the first shot, and he is being surrounded now. Lollipop continues that strong form of his. Opening kill, bomb should go down, no problem, and a boost will be brought forward. Someday Young trying to deny the plant, but it's a safe one, and he can't see a damn thing.
Nemiga, they look pretty set up for this one now. X-Ray off and just giving you a quick glimpse as to where they're hiding on that ramp, and now Chopper challenging Lollipop. Speed a double, my God! What? It was all Lollipop, a 4K from him, just like that. Another impact round from the Faceless Man.
It's crazy how reliant I have become on X-Ray, right? Like,
yep.
Just right there, watching that sequence go down, I had no idea where Lollipop was even peeking them from to pick up those frags.
Yeah, he was on the crossover towards long. You can see them actually all being baited at the ramp. They spotted two players there, enabling Lollipop to really do some damage there. 4 kills in the round, forced by him response from Team Spirit here. The scout, it's challenging to the T-spawn position. Speed out though, very defensive, and he actually hits the first shot. Idis Balance down to 22.
Did he catch the push though?
Oh, Box could have got out of that one. Decided to take the challenge after hearing the dink. Flashbang now. No gun recovered. It's only the Mac 10 removed here. They've re-established the mid-control. Damage inflicted towards Mir and Idis Balance, but still, they get the opening pick.
That's lovely.
If they go long, this is so dangerous. All it's going to take is a couple of tags from the Deagles or the Scouts for to see these individuals on the side of Nemiga get flustered. It's like I said, they didn't do on Inferno, and now they're being tested. Still have a bunch of nades. That smoke will hold them at bay for the next 20 seconds. It's a flash and a nade left, so the danger is slowly getting whittled down here on Team Spirit's side.
Good nade damage though, and the flash doesn't catch it. The second one does, just eats it. Chopper standing his ground, and a second frag comes in. Mir, he's done so much to keep this one competitive. It maintains a 2v2.
Ooh, it's going to be very close in the finish. The jump shot from Someday Young does spot a player, does significant damage, down to 31. Speed out pulls a kill back, and it will be the round confirmed for Nemiga, but still they get through by the skin of their teeth. Luckily, it's a full eco for Team Spirit now as we get into round number 18, so it should be double digits for Nemiga. Got a decent B spawn on the T side of things, but I don't ever like it. I don't want to see a B rush in these sort of rounds. It's too high risk, too volatile, and we'll see Joe as the high-impact player around number 17.
I wouldn't mind it if the first one had a Mac 10 and they all flashed
be
for
fine,
him and he could
sure.
go in and be like, oh, site's clear, guys. That would be okay. But if they're sending everybody in following it, that's scary.
That is happening right now. MDS with the Mac 10. If he gets in there, yeah, sure, why not? If he confirms it's a clear site. Sending smokes towards long here. Lollipop will be behind as well, spamming the corner. Trying to show a lot of presence towards that position.
Ooh, I like this. That smoke actually kept them biting it long. It gave them enough time to get up here onto A, and now Mia, he can't even use the flash.
He sees them all. MDS, he's going to be making quite the call. 5 on A. Get the bomb out of there. It is just going to be lying in the smoke. Finally caught. MDS will go down.
Why are they going towards A?
Wait, they are? No, okay.
They want to throw
What are they
this
doing?
round. They want to throw it.
That is so ridiculous.
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I was about to say the same thing. Why would they possibly continue their presence towards A when you spotted 4 down long?
They've given up 2 AK-47, so even if Spirit do not go for this round, they've just been given a gift.
So they've got a smoke and 2 flashes here.
Even a
No
scout
skip.
is awkward.
They're going for it, but it looks
Yeah,
like
I don't blame them.
exits.
With no kits, though, this would be an impossible retake. I mean, they have to find that first frag so damn quick.
They've got a smoke and a flash there. They smoke in front of the tunnels right now and flash through it. They can make this work, but it's Mia, unfortunately, who has the utility on the other side, but a good shot. Not sure why you challenge that again, but down to the 1 versus 1. Fortunately for Joe, there's no kit available, so all he has to do is just stay alive here for the defuse.
Gives him the fight. Woof. Could have just aired on the side of caution, but yeah, he will survive, and that is Nemiga's 10th. It was sketchy, but actually, it works out in the end. You said it was a gift, Chad. Those 3 AKs will be left in round 19, or rather 18.
That's one of the things right there where it's always a toss-up, right? Do we go for the round? Is the round more important right now, or is our economy for the future probably going to net us more success? Now, this is what happened on the A side, and then we saw them. They were already barreling up Cat. I'm not sure if their idea was, hey, we can help our teammates. We can save them from these USPs, but they almost lost that round right there. So as we get the guns out in the hands of Team Spirit, this is where we can see what they're really made of, my man.
Good throwback. I appreciate it. And we are going to have flashes towards long. Control grad towards Nemiga as well, as they will bring out 3 players in this side of the map. Like we said, CIS team's really focusing towards long in the last few outings we've seen. Good grenade towards lower. Only does minimal damage towards MDS, though. Got speed acting towards the pit and long. Magix needs to be very careful as he hunts for information. Ducking and weaving on the A side, but if he overextends, he will be taken down. You see Speedak in a prime position as his teammates head up towards shore. Poor smoke does nothing for him. That's a rubbish smoke, boys.
And they can still push in. They will. Not expecting so many. There's a flame of floor, or a floor of flame. Whichever way you cut it, it doesn't bode well for the T's. Just Box and Joe. They know Disbalance was CT, so they have that information to work with. Mir's on the flank and fast, and oh my goodness, Joe is so ready for that.
I'm flabbergasted at that one. But he does send the smoke for the follow-up kill. Exploiting that mechanic. It is going to be Box left in a 2 versus 1. If he can find the AWP, that would be fantastic. Has no utility to speak of. 50 points of health. First kill, will it be his? Balance creeping around the AWP. Spotted and taken down. It is going to be Box giving his absolute all there, but it is going to be around the first of the second half for Team Spirit.
So now the money is a problem after those 2 close eco rounds or force buy rounds from Team Spirit in the previous. We have to ask questions about Nemiga and if they're going to be able to get a buy they'll be happy with on the board. I don't think 3,400, 2,200 and the likes is going to get them what they need. Balance quickly positioning and taking down Speedak there was a key frag. Relieves a lot of pressure and even got the last one there onto Box. So great stuff from the youngster. And now Nemiga, they're looking likely to concede round number 10 to Spirit here with just the pistols in play. Ooh,
4 towards the B site. A flashbang to get them out. It's Lollipop to throw it, but they don't seem interested. There is a flame already blossoming there. Magic's going to get a good looking nade here. I think it's a bit too deep, and no, I spoke too soon. Box shaken down to 42. A bomb plants the dream here, and they are trying to catch just 1 frag just like that. Very stunning from Magix.
Well, they're going to push the incendiary, no problem at all. And this shot might enable the plant to go down here, but the bomb has been found. 5 versus 0 as the very clean finish from Team Spirit. They're going to tie things up at 10-10 here, but Nemiga, they've got cash, but not a lot of it. You can see Lollipop. He'll have enough for the AK-47, a flash, and that's about it. Speedak about the same with 4,100 here. So, got a good spawn for Joe. He's got a single smoke. Looks like he's running in that direction. but no AWP to speak of here. So we'll probably see more of the same, default into a short take, try and get the execution out, maybe a B split to mix things up. Dust 2 the pick of Spirit, and they are looking very good in the second half.
He's playing with fire, thinking about going that again against I Disbalances Norpa.
So they have 3 set up towards short. Like we said, I expect some sort of basic execution here. They've got, what, 1 smoke for Catwalk. They're going to have to deploy that momentarily. It'll be the one you see lined up in the gray here, I'd imagine. And they've got flashes to go with as well, but that's about it. The Orb's going to have a field day here. The flashes, 4 of them are going to have to be fantastic. Here's the smoke. That's deployed. Landed towards CT spawn. Flashes are going to have to be spectacular.
Jeez.
Into the smoke for Speedak. He'll be pushing up close. That should make things awkward for Disbalance, but he happily finds the first. There is no more flashes, and that field day you were talking about, Hank, is coming into fruition. A great shot onto Joe, and Lollipop's gone too. Disbalance, a massacre on the assault. MDS did set an almost impossible task of defending this bomb. Jump, short, long, they're all there, and he will fall in the end. Nemiga, it's a bomb plant, but it's just not enough. Disbalance happily collects 3.
$2,400 loss bonus with the bomb down as well. Enables them to get a partial buy in the next round, but certainly not the full investment. Disbalance, a fantastic sequence from here. Rattles the offense, and they don't even get close to winning this round. Perfect shot in this one as well. Joe gets absolutely ruined. Same story for Lollipop as well. And that's the AWP, and you can see the lack of smokes there really being a nuisance to Nemiga. And they've gone for an AK-47 and MDS. He had $5,000, so it's the hero AK. Gonna take himself down to 1,400, which is fine. Maximum loss bonus is knocking at their door. As they'll take a little partial investment here. Joe with the PG-50 and helmet combo.
They need to make sure they're keeping these rounds close at least. You know, you can't be allowing this Team Spirit roster to have 3 players plus surviving in back-to-back rounds.
I did hate that their one hero, our rifle, just took 40 points of damage just through unnecessary flame. And he will be body-shotted to death on his own.
No one with him. No real rhyme or reason behind that approach. That's the AK dealt with. 5 on 3, and Chopper just confirms they've got the AK in their remit now, and they can pick that up. You're not going to see it just with the Desert Eagles, the PT-50s. No way that Nemiga can win this round now.
Made sure that AK was super unobtainable as well. No one can pick it up. Deep into enemy territory as they continue to hold the line. Bullets through the door, chipping away at Mir. He's already got 3 though. He looks for the 4th, and Lollipop's not going to give it to him. Down to just 1. 1 health, 0 armor.
If they give him another kill, he's doing great, right? He can only shoot what's in front of him, and he almost got himself 3 frags right there, so that's good damage from Lollipop. But Nemiga, if you want to see them take this series 2-0, if you're a Nemiga fan out there and you're wearing one of the jerseys, or you're from Belarus, or if you're Belarusian, I guess that's how you would probably say it, then you want to start seeing them change the pace up a little bit here. They need to find a weakness in Team Spirit. So far, their economy has been allowed to boom on up. You've got Disbalance who can buy probably 2 AWPs in the future here, assuming things go swimmingly now. Great call, 3-man B stack here. So Team Spirit, aware of the change-up into a mid to B, could be on the cards.
Yeah, that's certainly a possibility. Nemiga haven't had much success towards the A side of the map. They are going to flash through towards middle right now. 1 minute 20 remaining. Still have Lollipop towards long. Showing a bit of presence here. And Joe, he's got access, but the smoke is a nightmare for him. He gets gray screen just as he commits. Another commitment there with no one behind them. Nemiga are starting to shrink at this point. They're going to go limping in towards the A side with, what, 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and hope for the best there. I expect the exact same outcome. You can see they've got no other options, just the most telegraphed approach they can bring to the table. Can't go back towards middle. There's a commitment. Unless there's a missed shots from the AWP, they should have this no problem.
Yep, another test for Disbalance. He'll just avoid the first. Checks his long while he's letting them gather up the space. He's not going to contest the initial plan. That's going to be Speedak's responsibility.
Lots of nades for the retake here, guys, so keep your eyes on what Spirit are doing and what territory they're taking.
No grenades from Nemiga whatsoever. They have to be more active here. They can't just sit on the bomb side. They get flashed to hell and back. So they'll have set up towards long, focusing on that area of the AK-47s.
Okay. Nade looks good for a little damage. Speedak will catch it, but now comes the first. Box realizing he has to take the fight initially, but Lollipop, just the tip of Sum Young's head was visible. Another fantastic flash, and yeah, you nailed it. You called it. They've even got 2 nades for Gandalf. They jump for the info. They're all pushing in.
No one's defusing.
And no one was defusing, but they do have enough time on it. Magic's quick to get on that. So 13 for Spirit, and yep, does look like Nemiga have got some flaws in their T-side game.
Yeah, they just haven't had enough in terms of the AWP, any utility for these commitments as well. They'll lose the first pick. It's normally Joe that goes down alone. And at that point, they just got flashed up. Like I said, you can see Lollipop there has got wrecked by the flashes. Couldn't really do anything. You see everyone's so blind. They've got no smoke to put out to protect themselves. And sure, they got pretty close to this, but there was never really a danger of them losing it. They knew exactly where he was. The defuse was always going to come through. So AKs across the board again, just riding the coattails of the maximum loss bonus now, and the bomb going down. So Lollipop will commit out towards long. Nice kill, but presumably dropped afterwards. 50 HP though, more than I think he'd have. And that's the opening pick this time for Nemiga, the first they've had in a while. Can they convert, though?
Lollipop's doing everything they need, at least in this one. So there's the opener. Mir wants to take some space, and my God, Joe's actually waiting for this.
I feel like Mir gets the kill. Yeah, way too aware.
Trade found. Advantage maintained, and Sum Young spotted a mid-doors. There's a lot of info for MDS, and they really want to take it off them. Chopper up short, takes the fight. He's going to go clear tons and get Disbalance prepared for the A push. I like this. Watching Spirit play, you can see why they're undefeated up until this point.
Yeah, in terms of the heads up, Jules, seems like Team Spirit are winning out every single time, and Nemiga left us to limp in towards the bomb sites here. Hope for the best. It never looks like that convincing they've got a real solid read, or they're exploiting their setup here. They're just hoping they can find the scrappy kills, but it's not really working out for them so far. 2 versus 2. Flashbang coming in from short. They are so incredibly weak here. Still need to plant the bomb. Speedak with a great shot, but they're so low still. I feel like Sum Young still wins the round, and the conversion is found by Nemiga. It comes down to a 1 versus 1. Speedak needing 3 kills, the best performance he's had so far on Dust 2, and it wasn't even with the AWP.
Yeah, maybe keep that one out of his hands, because that actually looks pretty good, right? They had a couple of extra nades they needed. You use Lollipop if he gets that spawn to find you an opening, and then from there, the round kind of just fell as it should. This duel on the A bomb site, even after that nade poked Lollipop down to 1 HP, they didn't look scared. They didn't look like they were ready to give up the round. They still fought.
I don't mind a B rush here, considering the money's so broken and you need a quick round. It's been like the utility you've been losing this game so far. So while they're going to go for the quick commitment here, apparently they might. What's just happened there?
Well, that works out perfectly for Speedak. He can't believe his luck. Just straight through the smoke. They're going to be pushing for box. He's so screwed. 3 of them from mid and short. They want to take this B site away from them, and a deep smoke from Mir is really... They're so active. Look at them. Oh, wow. Chopper with his knife out is going to be caught in rotation. Disbalance with the AWP as well. Lollipop can just hold his ground, but he's given him the fight. This is hard to watch.
Yeah. They really don't want to work together, it seems. Always committing when they have these opening advantages. But still, Mir through the smoke gives them a taste of their own medicine, and it's towards Speedak as well. They got that opening kill. Advantage for Team Spirit. They get this round, call it done. There'll be no money left, and they are starting to shrink now. They've got a couple of flashes remaining. Run boost towards the tunnels. Kits available, and the AWP to challenge first. Oh, what are you doing, Joe?
Mir's just going to do it all, folks. Maybe the spray was looking close for a second, but they've got time. They've got kits. And they've got 14. What's the third map, folks? We've got Nuke in the wings?
Yeah, Nuke's the third one on the cards here. This is very, very close stuff, right? That was a gift right there to Speedak that they were able to pick up, and even the one in upper tunnels for Lollipop, that was a freebie. I think the reason that Lollipop has actually rounded that corner is the same reason that we were going, what is Chopper doing, right? Why is Chopper running in like this? You wouldn't assume somebody who has a teammate that close would be running in their own. So trying to take a little bit too much territory, and Lollipop got punished for it in the moment. But the AWP is back out, and the last chance here for Nemiga, really, if they want to win this map.
Yeah, it's a glass cannon as well. Speedak looking to deliver. If they do win this round, they actually shut down the finances, but it has to be right here, right now. They will have nothing left if they give this round up.
This is their best chance. Chopper's been such a nuisance for Box as well. He keeps pushing short. He's exploiting this gap in the T default, and here's another one. Nothing he can do. No one's holding top middle, so...
Their defaults suck. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, Nemiga don't have anything to say when a short push comes through. They're just hoping that the position works out. Most things will be flashing out at the start when their defaults, and here comes the commitment towards long. Magic's, it looks like a perfect commitment here. MDS will pull one back, and Lollipop will find a kill as well. If they can kill the player towards Gandalf, they might have a chance, but Disbalance, we've seen more kind of nonsense. He can hit this position. This is the kill right now, and there's the shot.
He hits
once
it
again.
That's, again, Disbalance in a tough spot, digging his team out of the hole. And now it's crossing back. It would have to be a fantastic shot. And Lollipop, he's been hitting them all game long as Sumdai Young. Another 1v1 Spirit convert. Happily taking the AWP into the next, make sure Disbalance has everything he needs. And so that financial damage doesn't feel so bad. With the recovered AWP, everyone else is just going to be rocking the full FAMAS. Let's see that shot, close quarters, and a quick flick as MDS was trying to maneuver behind those sandbags.
I actually feel that if Team Spirit don't convert right now, that we could go to overtime on this one because Nemiga are just one round away from breaking the bank right here.
Yeah, it would be a hell of a performance. If they win this round, they could actually do it. But they seem to win one of these, of course. Can't give any more up. Nuke is looking very likely, and Disbalance just having his way with them. He looks towards top of middle, and Sumdai Young, look at his confidence. Joe again, who continues to go down first and pretty much every single round, just scrambles back to T-spawn on 2 points of health. And a missed shot. Doesn't able to get a bit of mid-control here, but nothing really coming forward. Upper B approach from the CT, so they've got full tunnels control. They know they've dinked Joe, he's going down here.
This is ridiculous. I can't believe they're pushing this far.
They are so aggressive on their CT side. You talked about it. Well, there's some evidence for you. They're in full T Tutton's control, even a smoke to stop MDS pushing any further.
Yeah, they don't really get to show us their strategies at all because they're being challenged across the map consistently. We did say that one round would be enough. Magix with 1 HP will have to go back towards Gandalf, the AWP. Trying to rotate through. Some pop shots will be taken momentarily. We'll see if he can find anything close range of the AWP. Scary prospect. Will he go for the jump shot here? He will. And now he needs to reposition. He knows he's very vulnerable. A nice little grenade just to set himself up. And MDS with another kill. Jumping shot doesn't land this time.
Disbalance is going for the Hail Marys, folks. That's how you know it looks good for Nemiga. The flank from MDS is being anticipated, and the flick's not there, so Chopper from long. Only a FAMAS. Surely Nemiga's round. It's just Lollipop to clean up, and he does.
Lollipop's insane. Lollipop is actually, like, I mean insane for 2 reasons. One, he's fragging big, but the other, if he picked right there and died...
It's a 1v1, his teammates off bomb. Yeah.
Right? If he got a cross long there, so that duel is integral, and now you can see exactly what that's done to the CT side of the economy of Spirit. If Nemiga can convert against the low buy, they're really setting themselves up here to potentially push us into overtime.
Well, that's the round they needed. There probably will be a force buy into this follow-up round, and we'll see the Desert Eagles rifles come forward, but we'll see. It's not guaranteed. They'll take a tactical timeout regardless, so they could take the full eco here and try and build their money back up. You can see that's going to take some time. They only get $1,900 into the next round, so they might as well force here, all things considered.
Yeah, I don't know. I reckon go for 2 of those half buys. Get like the Deagles out across the board and have 2 rounds like that.
Yeah, I don't mind either way, but we'll see which approach they've got in mind. Magic's with the armor. They are committed at least with 1 player, so Chopper, he'll be down to 150 as well. So it is an all-in commitment. Lose this round is going to be 15-14. It'll come down to 1 round at that point to decide whether we go to overtime. They can win this. They will close things out right here, right now, but speed out the opening kill. Doesn't look great. Significant damage applied to 3 of them across the map there, towards B, long, and now maybe the pit. But Box, I don't know why these guys love challenging by themselves. Do you not like advantages? Do you not want them?
Well, they've got a chance now still to turn this around. Lollipop's going to try and scavenge that AK. He will.
Ooh, okay.
Dicey stuff there. Very dangerous, but good work. Even throws it away, so that won't be picked up. It is a 4v4. This kill right now. Could have been everything.
They're all so low. There's only 1 member of the squad with 100 health. All 3 of them combined are around that 90 mark. And Sumdai Young's just hit a cracker. That's Lollipop gone. Not like this.
They're getting baited into this. If they go out mid, they're dead. This is the round.
They might do. Oh, Mir can't believe his luck.
You can play around that.
He's even given us smoke to use as well. Joe, we know he's a wild card. He likes to be taken down, and this could be no different. And there it is, alone again. They don't deserve this map, and it's going to go to Nuke. There it is, a fantastic performance from Team Spirit. They found themselves in an early deficit, but they've shown us why the Dust 2 is theirs.
hold me back. I've passed the point of no return. Something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive. We come alive in the nighttime. Fly so high they can't touch us. So top notch, none above us. We done came so far, now we up now. Had a vision, stuck to it, never back down. Never had much, now we own the whole thing. Spread it all around the world, watch it all change. Came alive, now they all see the greatness. Light shine so hard they can't take it.
Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive.
I walk a different path, nothing can hold me back. I've passed the point of no return. Something is calling me. It's in the air that I breathe. Bring me back to life again. Dancing with my fear, burning with desire. We gon' take it to the edge and come alive. Go to hell and back just to feel the fire. We gon' turn up in this place and come alive.
Come alive. Come alive. Come alive.
All right, boys, we are back. I've got this one. I'm bringing us in from the break, and it was 16-12. Here's Henry. He's my tactical buddy.
I'm going to help you out the best I
We're
can.
going to be tactical buddies, right,
Yeah.
here today. And what we might do is we might dive into some skybox rounds to break it
I
down
would
for
love
everybody.
that. That'd
So
be a lot of fun.
If you're happy with it, we'll get into it straight away. So let me pick round 14. Let me load this bad boy up. And what we're going to look at just here is these A attacks that we were talking about, right?
Sure.
So let me just fast forward it. We can see them taking cat. We saw this a lot. Now, I don't know about you. Are you a fan of this approach?
In terms of the default, for me, it doesn't really get me going.
Okay, so you don't like this avant-garde set piece?
I mean, I feel like it's just
repeat.
everyone does it at this point.
Sure.
It doesn't really get me excited. I feel like Dust 2 is kind of stagnated a little bit. We're not
Okay.
really seeing any innovation these days.
So we're seeing this round come out, right, where they're just doing the nades over towards the site. They're able to get on for free. This round here is just an example because we saw this, I don't know, at least 5 or 6 times,
for
right?
both teams.
So that you can see all the Molotovs, you can see the smokes they're doing. This one here that lands, we talk about this a lot. That's to get the AWPer off the corner. But what I want to talk about is a round that they actually did later in the piece. So let me clear this off, and I'm going to bring up a different round for everybody. It was one of the later rounds within the half. And what we want to look at this time round is what they're going for. It's a little bit different, right? And this is something that actually, I believe, the Renegades used to run back in the day. So we'll get it up to the piece where they are over towards short. Let me just move the camera angle over there. So they're up towards short, and some of the things that I want you to notice here is the difference is Magix is with them. He's not anchoring outside towards long, so that's a little bit different. And there's 2 players towards long, so that's what I want to take a look at here. You've got Chopper and Mia. Now, the way that Renegades used to do it was they'd put their long anchor going at first and dying, which would be Magix in this situation, to hold people at long.
Yeah, one thing I do like about this default into the execution is you do have different variations of it, right?
Sure.
You can have different approaches, the same smokes coming down and now applying pressure towards long as well. You can see Lollipop, he's been throwing a spanner there because he doesn't know where to look.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, because they're late on cap, Box had to push forward for information. He died, and now towards long, where the jewel's going down, you can see they get the kill. Mir comes out, but it's actually taken Lollipop away from that A bomb site. So they're able to get on. This is just one of the variations. And then I believe it was round 24. Let me just grab that one for everybody at home. I can fast forward this one. No, it's not round 24. Maybe it's round 26. I should have written my, should have dog-eared this one.
It's all right. We like to freestyle it.
Yeah, it's always good fun around here. Let me keep going. Okay. okay, never mind. I've lost the round. But
All
it
right.
was one of those retakes that
Yeah.
we saw on that A bomb site, and I thought that one was pretty good as well. But all in all, we're going to nuke. We're going to a third.
Yeah, who's got it though?
I'm going to go with Spirit.
You did take Spirit Ridge.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That was awesome. That's the tactical breakdown for the second map. We're going to go ahead and take a break because we are talking about the third. Nuke is on the horizon. We'll be right back.
You love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
To be brilliant is to defy convention and challenge expectations. So Intel will bring the processing power for when it's time to go. Brilliant. Frame rates that keep up with your reflexes. Brilliant. Fast clock speeds for when you're on the clock. Brilliant. It's what we do at Intel, powering you to master your potential. Will you rise? Intel. Unleash your brilliance.
Last year, we took 2 lucky winners on a trip to Berlin and gave them the experience of a lifetime. This year, we can take you for a trip to Rio. Take part in a series of GG.bet contests for a chance to win awesome prizes and a trip to Rio. See details on the website.
all blow up. Doing talent shows and man, everyone will show up. Got in an accident and still made it for them to go nuts. You know what? I'm so what? I'm so That means I can't describe the way I vibe, the way I slide. And with the rhymes that make the dimes, I'll close their eyes and fantasize. I'm divine calling their phone number. No, you know I love you. And you know me, I can't sleep without blazing beats on stages for their ones gracefully. And I got a smile that they hate to see. Young, black, successful, though life gets stressful. Though life gets stressful, go and vibe out with whoever you next to.
Live until the morning, sleep until the noon. You said that you want it, so I got it for you. Let's all get together and show them how we move. We move, we move, bringing summer to you.
ESL 1 Road to Rio is brought to you in part by Intel, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel, and GGBet.
Nemiga Spirit, third map in the first of the day. It is Team Spirit who dropped their first map so far on their road to Rio. It was the first. Inferno does go Nemiga's way, but Dust 2 does seem a bit of a different case. It did seem like Nemiga, unimpressed on their T side, at least Chad and Henry were, left wanting more, and maybe more could be found on that third map.
I hope so. It would certainly have to be for Nemiga. That wasn't quite good enough. They didn't seem to really have a core understanding of the map itself. Too many opening kills given away by the likes of Joe, especially. It seemed like he had his own mission separate from the other teammates.
I don't think I've seen a team as hyper-aggressive on the CT side, especially towards upper tunnels, as what Spirit were just there. They were constantly bullying and looking for frags. Also, Alex pointed out during the cast there, the pushes off of Cat, dealing with Box, who was playing close middle. Those were frags that were almost given up for free, and they went their calls. Maybe it was a little bit telegraphed or prep. They knew where they were going to be holding.
With that in mind, though, Chad, think about Nuke coming up next, so you don't really have the option to be super aggressive on the CT side. Is this going to be a map that doesn't really work in their favor?
It'll work for Spirit. I think Spirit are going to win this one, and there's some reasons for that. If you just take a look at the 17 maps that Nemiga with this team have played on Nuke, their stat line's not great whatsoever, and their highest rated player is their AWPer. That is very problematic. And the reason it's problematic is because on the T side, which we have to wait for the knife round to go down, we don't know where they're going to be starting just yet, it's harder to get the AWP going. On the CT side, he could be very serviceable. He could be, getting kills from heaven, moving around, whatnot. But that's where Lollipop, he actually has a negative rating, right? Lollipop is the man that we should be looking to carry this team. The only one with the positive rating is Speedak. You got MDS down the bottom, then Box, and then it's Joe coming on through. So this one's going to be a lot tougher, and they've also got 2 losses back-to-back, one of them being Windstrike. So with all that mounting up, I do think it will be the Spirit win. And yeah, good for Chopper. We can get him to the Chopper. We haven't done any Arnie jokes today. I think after we listen to the boys do all the Moose jokes.
The Chopper Reed jokes.
The Chopper Reed jokes.
They're my favorite ones. We haven't done any of those yet. I've got a few in my arsenal that I've used over the years. Maybe I can bring
want to see them now.
Not right now. I like to make sure they're used in the broadcast. They can be used on Reddit and fun places like that.
Yeah, exactly.
All the good places.
Yeah. Chopper Reed jokes. I think I can come up with one at least. I'll have one. Okay.
He's earless, right?
Sorry?
He's earless. Chopper Reed.
Earless?
Doesn't have ears.
Oh, sorry, I thought there was a different word I hadn't heard of. Earless, yes.
Earless.
He cut his own ears off as kind of to get himself in trouble so he didn't get beaten up.
Yeah, prison for him was a wild ride. Have you watched the movie yet? No. We should put it on for you. You'd love it.
Tonight we should.
You'd love it.
One of the best Australian crime films. Amazing.
Okay, sign me up. Sounds good. And yeah, damn, GG.bet do seem to agree that Spirit have this one in the bag, but still 1.5, so do keep your eyes on that one. I think my one shining light for Nemiga so far has been Lollipop 21K.
He's been great,
Haven't got to cast him to too much, but generally seems...
Honestly, I've never commentated or watched one of his games before. Been pleasantly surprised here, but he's going to have to step up one final time here as we move on to Nuke. It's going to be a great game, but Chad has said Team Spirit is certainly the favorites going into this one. We're going to have to see the big names step up on the Team Nemiga side as we get into it. I'm sure the knife has already concluded, and it'll be interesting to see whether Nemiga can get that CT start.
Yeah, that is the main question, isn't it? To see if they can start on the more favored side. Chad's highlighted that their MVP, their star, the highest rated player is their AWPer. Team Spirit get the knife, get the CT start, and it could be a foreboding time for Nemiga. The pistol win would certainly start him off with a bang. Box looks like he's going to be doing the, I was going to say hot molly, and it does already leave his hands, so let's assume that's where that's gone. And oh, Disbalance having a bit of a meal of it. He does get the first though, and Mir's happy to collect the second, and jumping straight into his crosshairs. Speedak, he's running out of bullets and health, 5 of each. But he does go down in the end, and now it's just going to be Box and MDS. This is actually certainly a workable scenario. They've got access to the vents. I say that with bated breath, but yes, they descend. Magic's in hot pursuit, but he knows if he drops, he could have a Glock waiting.
Well, it's going to be MDS alone down towards lower, and that's where he'll remain, as he'll be taken out by Addis Balance. Unfortunately for Box, there's no bomb, but he has got plenty of time here. I don't mind this approach at all. He's thinking on his feet. 2 versus 1, making quite a lot of noise. Could justify walking from here. There we go. So, a chance here. He's making it down to a 1 versus 1 before he can think about planting. Chopper pretty much nullifies his efforts with that fantastic spot here. This is very difficult for Box.
Yeah. Perhaps the dream setup, of course, with X-Ray on would have been all the way through ramp, but instead he's going to break the glass, hoping that that turns some attention. He's using all those sound cues to keep the CTs looking at him, and by breaking the glass, by opening that door, all of those avenues are now a possibility for the rest of the round. They have to honor that, and they don't have information on him. As soon as he fires a shot, that changes, but if his break of the glass has caused a little bit of a reposition, it could be Chopper. He checks it. No issues. And Spirit, they'll be grateful for Disbalance. He finds them 3 in that one and gets them off to the start they need.
You know who we didn't mention about in that game? It didn't in the Dust 2 map even. We weren't even really saying his name a lot. It was Mir. He had 32 kills.
He was crazy, wasn't he? I was about to say the same thing. We forget the kind of shift he put in there.
Yeah.
A player we are very aware of, but you don't necessarily kind of consider him a star player by any stretch, so that was great rifle play for him.
And worth mentioning as well, when we asked Blade yesterday which members of the CIS other teams, which players are catching his eye, the first name out of his mouth was Mir.
That's cool, yeah. So certainly delivering on all fronts. Inferno wasn't fantastic for them, but Nuke, they are the favorites. And Magic's, he will get his top clean to open things up here. MDS picks up the MP9. Bomb goes down, however. If somebody gets a second, they should be fine. Regardless, Addis Balance, he arrives at the scene of the crime. This 4-spy has been shut down. Box left with a P250. Well, not for long. It's not the cleanest of kills, but Mir collects it all the same. Upgrades to the P250. Full eco for Nemiga here. They can't really invest anything at all.
This could be a quick one, folks.
I have the feeling, I was going to say the exact same thing, like 10 seconds before.
Really?
It feels like they are going to be running away with this one. Something just tells me about it. I don't really have anything to back it up with. What I've seen so far on Dust 2, and moving on to this opening pistol victory. The first pistol they've won in the first half, bear in mind, over 2 maps. So this is the first promising start they've had, and it's a 3-0.
Just to note and maybe build on this a little bit, when we saw Windstrike take on Nemiga on this map, they got to start on the CT side. They managed 11 rounds on their CT side and won the game 16-5. That was during one of these smaller tournaments that's going on at the moment. You had Hobbit top fragging, you had Elian doing an absolute shift there with a 1.48 rating, 18 kills to his name. So this here, it could be bleak for Nemiga if they come in with the same stuff that they've been using historically.
Yeah, the results don't bode well, and the T-side start as well. It's a real... It's a real punish pick, perhaps, but I mean, the fact of the matter is that this was the 3rd map. You know, you only get there if you're willing to play it. It was Spirit who removed Mirage, which was probably what Nemiga would have been more comfortable on.
Oh, definitely. That's a map they really wanted to get towards. But it was a very good veto, to be honest, for both teams. With the fact we had Inferno to kick things off, you could see that Spirit weren't necessarily comfortable there. Dust 2, Nemiga certainly were floundering. And Nuke, hopefully the great decider here.
Yeah,
I want to see a big
crossed.
game, double digits on both sides, but either way, Addis Balance, oh my goodness, the all coming out as well. A couple of kills to kick things off. This is where you'll start to see Team Spirit look like a much better squad. Individually speaking, they're much greater up there, but in terms of the team composition as well, this is looking great on Nuke.
Yeah, I mean, you said they can't do CT aggression like Dust 2 on Nuke,
That's what I
right?
expected, to be fair, but I've been proved wrong, and I'm happy to be so. That's absolutely fine.
He just charges a red container. He's 9-0, by the way, yet to die. 9 frags in 3 rounds, and well, here in the 4th, he's found another one. Great shot.
Do we know what MDS stands for? Is it like some Young? Is that
I'll
one of
have a
those?
look. I don't really dive too much into with players' names.
Because you would assume it SWY if you didn't know. Maybe it could just be standing for something else. But MDS, I'm interested. Either way, 4 versus 1. Sunday Young low. Magic's, though, will be converting the round. AK-47's obtained.
Well, his name is Alexander Ribets.
Okay,
no, it doesn't work there.
No, so I'm not sure. Maybe it's just, it could have shortened it for something in the past.
Check out Wikipedia.
Maybe it's man, like, you know, like man of the match?
Yeah.
It could be man do shoot.
Man to shoot?
Okay. Man do shoot. He does do shoot.
He does. No one's denying that.
And he did do good shoot onto MIBR just then, but only onto Mir. didn't get them anything else substantial as we jump into our 5th round, and it does seem like just Deagles and Armor. Don't want to rush this one. I'm going to hope someone steps into their crosshairs.
Nemiga will have 1 smoke, so he could use that towards ramp, potentially to vision away, go for a quick lower approach. Trying to bait out some bullets here from the Org, but ID's Balance continues his rampage here on the streets of Nuke. There's
Thanks,
the silo.
Rush. There's the gun, so that's where the kill came in.
Oh dear.
That was just a Deagle sitting on the top of silo, pretty far back as well, so just Balance has hit some
Dropped
bangers.
off. Yeah, there it is. So, should be a kill for Joe. I do like the look of his crosshair placement right now. I believe in him. I reckon he can pull the shot off. Not going to be the case, though. He gets his Brack broken there, and we are going to have a 5 versus 2. Just MBS and Box remaining once again. Nice shot from the Tech 9. Couple of kills found, but the round probably going to be falling against him once more.
That was a sensational backflip, actually, off of the silo position. You'll have an email from the Belarusian Gymnastics Association.
You see just how much damage that wallbang was.
Did it do anything?
Yeah, it was just like a slither of damage right there. Just a tiny little bit, but enough to give away his position, make him spam on back end for Team Spirit to pick up round number 5 here. So AWP comes out now.
Now we're talking. Let's see this disbalance for a bloody tiny gap. Tiny head and even getting... Oh, wow. Okay, so he is sniping with the M4 today. This is Mir finding one as well, just onto Joe at the end of that one. So we do see Nemiga definitely hit somewhat of the brick wall that Team Spirit have established on the CT side. So outside smokes is the call. Let's see how they work with this one. No aggression this time, no disbalance to worry about. You can see... Oh, it's a gap. There is definitely a gap, and he's going to get caught straight through it. Mir can't believe his luck.
So that huge gap does lead into an opening frag. It's Joe to go down again, just to know he was finding a lot of disastrous encounters on that second map here, and still recoverable for Nemiga, but they've got no smokes here, Chad, and that shot, it connected him, get a kill for it, though. Speedo will have to go down towards lower. They only have 1 player in towards lobby. That's be Lollipop. At his balance.
The orb?
Rotating down towards double doors.
I'm interested.
Like the Deagle, we've been talking about it a lot recently, but it's an open-all battle down towards lower. They won't necessarily be expecting Chopper here, and it's the Orb that runs into his demise once again. 5-0, lower control for Nemiga. Like I said, no smokes. How do you even think about getting the bomb down here? It's all down to Lollipop, really. If he gets a kill towards upper, they could change their mind. And there it is, a couple of them.
Yeah, that's actually perfect. Now they can rotate through the vents. It's the question of whether they're expecting Magic's to be there.
They're going to go up the vent to top here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Magic's can get this frag. He can. Now he can tuck into the side. He's got full health as well. Only a flashbang, but 25 seconds. He's anticipating them to come, surely not from ramp side. He has to focus his attention here now. 20 seconds, and that's the duel. MDS wins out. This could be Nemiga's first. It's certainly looking perfect to do so. Mir's only got 15 HP, 16 to be precise. And there's a... there was a nade. It looked directly on his location. It just, it looked like it popped just at the top of those vents.
I don't think Mir can do much about this now. He has had a fantastic performance. There's plenty of money on the CT side, but currently sat in the vents, has got a kit, and just looking for any exit kills by the looks of things. If he was to fly up the ladder now, I guess he'd go for a Ninja Defuse. We did see one of those a couple of days ago, but he will fall back. Hold on to his AK-47 and confirm that they are exiting through main by the looks of things. So maybe a kill available to him. We'll play behind him as well. Hello, Box. 3B.
Thank you very much. Happy to take it. Can't believe his luck.
Yeah, and he goes back down there as well where the blast came from, making sure he can't be dropped. He saves the smoke, the flash, and the diffuse kit as well, so plenty of money saved. But as we mentioned, that's Lollipop's first kill into this half, and what a kill it is. There was so much pressure on him to deliver on that front. They go back towards upper, but only 1 player survives, so that is going to have a knock-on effect going forward. Lollipop only with $400 after the reinvestment of the AK-47. So they are going to have to convert this one, in my opinion. They bring out the Orb for speed act. If they don't, they're going to dig themselves a very deep hole here on the T side.
Nade off the doors and go fast. Lollipop will meet a Molotov and bait out the time. So Mir aggressive this time towards red container. There weren't outside smokes, just this one for him to work around.
This is how Electronic does it. When this smoke is just about to dissipate, he will tuck on back into main. There you go. And he's been able to maintain yard information and control for an extra 20 seconds that they wouldn't do if they were playing in the regular passive lines. Silent Stem 4 is quite a curious choice to have in the arsenal on a map like Nuke, considering the tighter choke points and the amount of smokes being used.
I guess it depends which position you're playing.
If you're yard,
especially
it's
towards,
okay.
Yeah, and ramp as well when you're alone and you want to get sneaky kills and drop off and they have a split second when they can't work out where you are. I love it for that reason. Like, I still use the Silent Stem 4 just because it helps out the older boys, especially if your aim's not as crisp as it used to be. Gives you an extra split second to get a cheeky kill. Lollipop takes a lot of damage at Squeaky Door though, down to 29. Remember, I would say a must-win round for Nemiga. At least get the bomb down. Show us some signs of life. The crossover. No gaps this time, I believe, so Joe will get down towards Secret himself. 30 seconds remaining, though, boys. Where do they finish up here?
All right.
The bomb goes towards ramp, but this is terrible. Flashbang's pretty decent, but now
25.
they don't even have,
You're in lobby.
to
They go on top.
It's a top site hit. Okay. They've got Joe in Secret, though. He doesn't get to do anything. He's been caught by Mir, and they walk into some die young. Magix could not have two easier frags in his life. Happy to collect. Team Spirit, they go 5 players still standing in round 7. He'll get that impact player, but not a whole lot of impact from those frags. They were dead either way.
Very underwhelming. This is like caught in the headlights at this point from Nemiga. They've lost an opening pick, they've run out of utility, and they've gone one by one towards ramp. Like, if you're going to go towards ramp and commit with 4 players, at least group up and give them multiple targets. So it's quick trades. If you start going like that, I appreciate the time's low, but you're just guaranteeing the round's not going to be working out for you. So 3 AKs, actually 4 on the CT side. This is the most powerful buy you can have on this map right now. And all 4 AK-47s, you're holding defensive positions as well. You're going to have the advantage, waiting for them to challenge you. This is actually looking pretty good. Team Spirit could run away with this first half.
There is the smoke and flash on Speedak, though, and let's be honest, the amount of low buy rounds that we've seen get turned on their head just with a single flash and then a scavenged weapon is starting to definitely pick on up in the numbers category. Mir has a lot of information, so with this, his teammates need to know that top or ramp is a possibility, and they're currently in a 2-2 situation right now, so they should be able to lock this down.
Look how much space Mir has taken this round. He knows it's a half buy. He takes a more aggressive push and denying all of that space for the T side. This is a bit of a ballsy push from Chopper, and he's going to have 2 perfectly lined up. He's even got a 3rd on his plate as well.
Oh, maybe not. It could be a double kill here. He's run out of bullets now, and there it is. He kind of drops the ball there, but they'll still win the round. But he certainly had a couple more available to him. Still, good stuff from Team Spirit. They do find themselves yet another round here on the CT side of Nuke, and just MDS. Alone again.
He could get this
Timing's
kill.
not bad.
He could really get this kill. He thinks he's gone lower here.
Problem is, if he has the P250, even the instant dink there, he's going to struggle. So he didn't get it. That's pretty much a death sentence, and he'll be going down any second now. And there it is. It will be Mir to pick it up. 2 kills, and they'll remain with the 3 AK-47s here. And that might continue. They might not even fancy the AWP. It might not be required here. So we'll see what Idis Balance has got up his sleeve. All is purchased by Mir and thrown over. So Nemiga with maximum loss bonus in the bank accounts. They'll bring out the AWP on the T side as well. Speedak looking to cause some damage here. 3 and 8 really hasn't been his best showing. Lollipop as well starting to slow down. 1 and 8 for him, and for Joe had his issues on Dust 2.
Yeah, and that 1 Lollipop frag is the only round Nemiga have posted yet. Charging forward, Mir wants to bring the aggression, a little spot of it again. Doesn't look like he wants to overstay though. He's got a sense that there may be a whole lot more than normal on the other side of that smoke, but it does. You can see the power of it. I mean, straight up, you could be set up in warehouse now. It enables you to be set up in those off angles.
Another reason it's quite good as well, if they do fast wall smokes yard, you're able to mantle on up on top of that red container and then shoot them in the back. And you're also going to get a lot of information if they're very loud. If they're running like elephants where you hear all those footsteps, you can communicate that clearly to your team.
And I know we just saw it, Chad, but where is it landing? Is it just on that blue box, essentially?
Yeah, he's just banking it off of that box, so it's landing in front of the red one, right? So it's a bit of a wall between main and the yard box.
So they've managed to use those wall smokes to get across. I think Mir would have heard that tag.
Yeah.
He knows that there's 2. Yeah, he definitely knows now.
Yeah.
Staring
he seems
at
to be very aware. Idis Balance will also be backing him as well, watching that garage position. Magix needs to be careful here. I don't like that challenge. He had such a perfect setup for it.
Oh, this is a death. For Speedak, okay, I thought Chopper was going to get screwed. He does get caught in the end. 1 more for Mir required. Did he not see him? He saw the leg. Disbalance is dealt with the ramp push. MDS and Joe looking for the second for Nemiga and Disbalance hits the shot. We got another, folks. 8 for Team Spirit. This is a thrashing.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and they don't even get near the bomb site. Once again, their final commitment comes in, 30 seconds on the clock, and it just puts so much pressure on the squad there because you've lost opening picks. You can feel them actually starting to struggle this point as well, and then it's not even getting close to it. They've got no grenades, no advantages, no map control, and so far, we've only really seen the outside execution with smokes with gaps in them. Doesn't look good for Nemiga, I have to say.
The one positive I have is that they have the execute, right? So at least there is something for them to fall back on. At least there's a way for them to get into these rounds. It just comes down to now hitting the shots when they need to. So let's see how this one continues. Lots of nades over towards the top side. A quick approach over the top of main. It could be a quick pop onto the site here.
I love Box's position. Getting here early and not being challenged by main leaves a lot of potential for him.
He's got a kill.
Yeah, he definitely has this balance.
Oh, God, the timing. There it is. He gets it. So a bit of an advantage here now, but remember they've only got pistols, but that might not be a problem. Box is on for the ace. Cracks open Nuke here. Looking for their second round. It's a 5 versus 2. And they're all found by the hero AK. They've recovered an M4, a secondary AK-47 as well. And Magix and Sumda Young need to fight their way out of this round. It does not look good at all. And Box has found a miracle of a performance here.
Box, no skins at all. Huh? What a retro gamer.
That's hipster.
He is. Yeah, proper hipster.
We definitely aren't on the default skins, Alex, after last night. A lot of money being thrown around.
Last night, I mean, there was a conversation being had, Henry, about just how cool are the Reason Gaming Katowice 2014 stickers?
Well, the 2014 Reason Gaming stickers, I have to say, I like them.
Yeah, they
might
look
cost
cool.
£900, but I feel they look pretty good on the right skin.
And it makes a statement, you know?
The statement when it turns a $30 skin into a $3,000 skin, that's when you know you found a bit of a beauty there.
God damn, man. I mean, I love it. I love that the Counter-Strike kind of underbelly has got all this kind of...
It's like a whole different community.
It's a different world out there.
It's so... Like, I learned a lot about it last night, but my God.
Like the floats. We were looking at floats.
Yeah, that's true.
Started working out.